Hey everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Can y'all hear me? I hope y'all can. Let's see. Let me take this down. How's everybody doing? It is Sunday, y'all. We are here. The end of the weekend, yet the beginning of another week. Can everybody hear me? I hope y'all can. I really, really hope y'all can. Put a one in the chat. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie, what I say, when I say you over at Envy, your comment, your comment tickled me. Now they talking about gray sweatpants. Oh, child. Anyway, anyway, I can't stand it. Y'all, happy Sunday. Okay, y'all can't hear me. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let's see who we got up in here, y'all, and we're gonna talk about everything that happened this week. Okay. Of course, Vibrant, the moderator extraordinaire. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Okay. Hold on. I choked you up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over there. I see you back there, soul system. I'm sorry. Yo, Emmy just got Emmy, Emmy just got choked up. I don't know how they started talking about gray sweatpant contest. And he said, I know for a fact I'll rank top five. I dropped that in the chat. I said top five. I said, don't you think that's a little too low? This baby got to choke it up over there. Hmm. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Anyway, it is Sunday, y'all. I am still in my church dress and my church girdle and my church wig, my church makeup, everything, y'all. I'm tired, okay? Titties are sitting up because I'm ready to take all this stuff off. Anywho, okay, y'all, today has been a day. So we got Vibrant. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, Vibrant. Trust me, I appreciate it. Soul Sister, my boo. Who else in here? SB2 Bougie. I'm home now. I'm ready for stand. I can't stand him. SB2 Bougie. Thank you so much for coming. I'm home now. I'm ready for some gal talk. You hit listen, and y'all don't understand. I need this more than y'all probably needed today. Okay. Then we got Soul Sister Honey Love. Hey boo, it's always a pleasure seeing you. Who else we got up in here? Miss Whistle Down. I wish I knew how to whistle, but welcome, baby. Then we got Looney Tunes Forever. Hey, boo. Gemini. Thank you. Vibrant. Listen, let me tell you something. You tickled me yesterday. You tickled me because you kept putting something in the chat. You kept saying, "Oh yeah, Armand is 8 people away, 8 people away," and it just kept skipping right past that. And I could tell you were getting frustrated. Vibrant, I really, really, really appreciate you. I really do. What say vibrant sis love? Yes, 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 yes. So I'm going to bring y'all when I tell you I am so, I can tell you was annoyed. See, vibrant, I knew it. I can tell you were annoyed. Oh, Charlie, you know I did get them, girl. We're gonna talk about it when I bring you up here, okay? But no, so y'all, I have been so discombobulated this week. The week just kind of flew away from me that I didn't quite get everything done that I wanted to get done. So shout out to these two lovely ladies, right? I know these are two people that I can always count on whenever I am in a pinch or when I am in a bind, and I could just say, "Hey, I need y'all. Can y'all come help?" And so here they are, my boo thing. Charlie sending love. And then we have Soul Sister, my
Gotta get to
bookie.
go, sister.
Welcome.
Oh, you make my day.
Yes. Let me take this AirPod out my other ear.
You know we
Charlotte,
gotta sing it every time we see you,
every
soul
time.
sister.
Every time. Okay. Welcome to everybody. Oh, okay. Man Code Television. Have a great show, ladies. Here's a drink. Thank you, Mr. Top Five. That's too low. That's why you got
The
choked up
gray
over there.
sweatpants.
Okay, thank you. That's why I said top five. That's a little too low. All right, Envy, you may want to go ahead and exit because
We
it's about to get
might
a
be
little.
talking about
Yeah.
some package deals, but
So
He
y'all can
might
stop
start
saying that envy
blushing.
does not. Right, exactly. Oh, he was already blushing. That's why he was choking up when I said it a few minutes ago. Okay. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Anywho,
I only want to say this if he's back on. Is he not? Did he leave? Envy, you gotta leave before I say this. He
I
has
think he
never
did it.
been. He's never been this happy ever in
Oh,
his entire life. I don't even care if he, says that's not true. Well, I'm telling you now, that is so true.
I try to make sure he's happy and try to make sure, I always keep a smile on his face or something. Because, life is already hard. Speaking of life being hard, let me tell y'all this week, this week flew by. Okay. I didn't get the poll up till Friday because I was literally ripping and running with work and then YouTube. And then I'm trying to get another position at work. So just more stuff piled on my plate. But here we are. Okay. Here we are. Just know that next week, I already have two and a possible co-host for next week. I've already reached out to them, and one of them I think a lot of people will enjoy. I really, really think so, and I'm excited, man. 'Cause this time, ladies, look at me.
I'm totally
Hold
gonna
on.
make you eat the white people potato salad if you don't stop timing out my ROI. With the raisins too.
Oh, Envy, before you leave, I want you to understand Vibrant has admitted that she was annoyed with you yesterday by skipping over her comment. FYI. And just in case you left when I call you after this, I'm going to relay that message. But anywho, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming through the clutch for me. And just to kind of do a little, not really housekeeping, but to kind of roll some things down the pipeline. This is episode 7. I think, yeah, episode 7. So I want to start getting into like virtual games and giveaways and things like that. I'm not doing those challenges. You ain't coming on here cooking because I don't have the mental capacity to sit here and wait for that to be done. So I am going to be incorporating and implementing some games so you all can win prizes, all types of stuff, because this is our space, Come, we can pour into each other, bless each other, encourage each other, lift each other up. Because at the end of the day, as long as we are on this earth, there will be some drama going on in our life. And I just want to make sure that I pour into you ladies that pour into me. And some of you ladies pour into everybody on these YouTube streets. So that will be rolling down the pipeline. Okay. So as you all know, I put up a poll. And this week's, before I do that, shout out, Charlie, had it not been for you yesterday, I would have never known.
I
So
was
shout
watching
out.
that counter. I was watching that counter, girl. I was refreshing. You only
I
needed
would have
three
never
more.
known.
I was like, come
Never
on, come
known.
on. Hit that
Yes.
1K. Hit that
So
1K.
had
Yes.
it not been for Charlie, I would have never known that I hit my 1K subscribers yesterday. I'm actually at 1,004 according to the YouTube studios. So for everybody that has subscribed, thank y'all. So far I'm at 3,000 watch hours. Thank y'all. Like without y'all, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I am so happy and so appreciative for each and every one of you all. You didn't have to do it, but you did. You didn't count it as robbery to support an old gal like me. So thank y'all so much. I really appreciate that. And what they say, I love you guys. It's so beautiful. Oh, thank you, pretty purple. Who else we got up in here? Fag, welcome, boo. I didn't think you was coming. The way you, Envy, and Barn Dog was over there and talking.
They over here, they just going, hey everybody. I'm
Right. We got Patricia Alexander. Welcome, baby. Thank you so much for coming. And I think Envy has left. Oh, there goes Barn Dog. All that manly talk I was over there having. Anywho,
and
so
they
the poll.
sweatpants and stuff.
Okay, so that's why Envy got choked out. Okay, and and I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to keep it cute because I don't want him blushing. But anyway, so the poll that I put up this week had 4 topics, as you all know. Whichever 2 topics has the most votes, that will be what we will discuss. And one topic on here I put up here specifically because somebody, did I say specifically? No, I said specifically because somebody on this panel, Charlie, wanted to talk about this. So it was who comes first, authentic, authenticity versus approval, amplifying women's voices, and building support networks. So out of those 4, the 2 that had the highest votes is who comes first, and building support networks. So, Charlie, you got your wish. Okay? You got your wish. So, we are going to start with the who comes first. I feel like that is an age old debate. I think it's what who comes first. I guess when it comes down to feeding your husband, baby daddy, or whatever the case may be, or your man versus your kids.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, in your opinion, who comes first?
Always for me, it's going to be my child. Always, it's always going
Okay.
to come down to that. But there does come a time, right, in
Hmm.
the life where it roles reverse because your child, after they reach a certain age, they grown. They have
Right.
their own life. They have their own, wife or husband or whatever, and they have their own family to deal with, right? And you doesn't mean that you're gonna stop being their parent. Doesn't mean that you're gonna. It's just the relationship changes from parental figure to now more of a friendship kind of love thing. You know what I mean? Like that's when it is okay to become a little bit more of your best friend to your child because now they
Okay.
grown. You know, when they're
Right.
little, you can't be their best friend. You got to be their parents first and foremost, and you got to put
That.
them first above all. But there's that age old debate of, well, if you don't feed your husband, he's the one going out making the bacon. How he gonna have the strength to go out there and do it? Well, that's where you, as the mama, put
Hmm.
your portion aside. That's where you make sure that your kids are taken care of, that you make sure you make a meal that can feed everybody. But your children should always come first. And a man, a good man, is going to agree with that, that the child always comes first because they didn't ask to be born. You had them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
true.
their needs should be met because you're the one who put them in this world. But if you can't take care of it, don't make it. Point blank, period. And when time comes, like I said, when they get a certain age, then you put your partner first because it's you and them against the world at that point. Your kids are grown doing their own thing. It's you and them. But even then, when they're grown, you know what I'm saying? It depends on what's it. Now, if you got a kid that's steadily reaching out their hand and not wanting to learn and steadily sponging off mom, daddy, knowing mom and daddy don't got it, sometimes you got to let them fall. You got to let them
Mm.
fall
Okay.
and hit the head a little bit because that's sometimes how hard headed kids learn. Trust me, I got a sister. Um,
Oh, trust me. I got two of them, and honey, they just as hard headed as they want to be. Hard head.
but that is an
That's
age old debate, right? If
it
you think
is.
about it.
Hey,
Some
only
people
one
say that
exposed.
put your man first because he'll be there even after the kids are gone.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I think it comes down to what are we talking about putting them first in. Now, I hate them women who have the abusive husband who does bad things to the
You watching
kids.
from Cloud9?
And I'm going to stick by my husband. But you letting him do that to your baby? You ain't no mama. You know
See what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying?
So it comes down to situational, just like most things, that we talk about on here. But I do believe children should always come first. Their needs come first. Even comes down to their wants come before yours. Like
Okay.
if you want a brand new watch, well, I'm sorry, that kid need new braces. That's coming first. That kid need new shoes, new clothes. What's ever going on? That comes first. And if they need or want, let's say, my son got a gaming computer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was not only for his gaming, but also his education. So it was a need and a want at the same damn time.
Mm,
And he got
interesting.
it.
Right. Now, only one exposed TV said, my husband is a full provider. His plate is always made first, even when the kids fix the plate, but we all eat together. Okay. So are you saying that if he's a full provider, then he will always come first, right? But what if he isn't the full provider, which I think would be weird, but people have the 50-50s or the 75-25s or what, however people decide to run their household or their marriages. What if the husband is not the full provider? Then what?
Then he eats outside.
So sister just going, your ass gonna be out there with the dog.
Listen, she made sure to come off mute for that. Oh no, go eat outside. You can have a picnic outdoors. Okay. So for you, soul sister, when it comes to your husband or your kids, who comes first?
Well, since I don't have any children, but
Oh, I thought you did.
I,
Okay.
I raised a lot, or semi raised a lot, or just pretended that I was their mother. because I didn't have any. And so,
I know that's right exposed.
yeah, my nieces and nephews, they had babies for me. And so, it's always going to be the child, and,
Okay.
even when, my husband, when he was alive,
Mhm.
um, his son came first
Hey,
before he did.
Cherokee.
And so, my husband came first when he was sick. So it all depends
Right.
on what situation you're in. Everybody's situation is completely different. But I don't know anything about a man not being a full-time provider. Yeah,
I I like
I'm
what
familiar
Phoebe
with
said.
that.
You like what who said?
But
Phoebe,
Let me see.
FEBE underscore O2.
There it goes. Depending on the age, of course, the kids are priority. But okay, but what? Hold on, let me read that again. Depending on the age, of course, the kids are priority, but I don't think it takes away from you prioritizing your husband as well. I don't think one comes over the other. Okay. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. So you're saying at the end of the day, just keep everything balanced. Everybody is an equal person. I'm assuming that's what you're trying to say. So now my thing would be if the roles were reversed, who would come
you
first?
mean you mean like him being at home
Mm-hmm.
and me being outside working?
Yeah. Because that question is always asked to the woman, but I've never really heard that question asked to the man. Because now, trust me, I get it. My if he my husband, he got to provide, he got to go out and work and blah 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 blah. Everybody's marriage or everybody's household or situationship or whatever isn't always traditional. Because believe it or not, you do have some stay-at-home dads, or you
Yeah, I
do have,
think if
you know.
my husband can stay at home dad, my meals are going to come first. So it's my house, my kids, my laundry, my everything. I'm just coming home to eat dinner.
What? Let me see. What is this one? My mother always cooked enough for an. Listen, vibrant mine too. See, because my mama was the president of the kitchen committee at the church, so it was never just I'm just cooking a small amount. No,
I don't
my
know how
mama
to
would
make
cook.
small amounts.
I
I
can't.
don't
I
want
don't know how
to.
either.
I have
It's just in
trouble.
me. Me
I,
too. Like making spaghetti for one person. You mean to tell me I have to literally open up a whole box and just pull out a few noodles? Are you kidding me?
I
No,
No,
the
never
you
whole
make
can
a
get
box.
it
lot.
right. I always make too
You
much.
make a lot. You just freeze the rest.
Let me
That's
tell you something.
all.
I am a freezer queen. Okay, I will cook a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff, put it in a freezer bag, label it, and just throw it on in their freezer and be done with it. And now I'm getting into the. I see this on YouTube. They people finding different ways to meal prep, and now there's like these little silicone cubes where you could
Mm-hmm.
meal prep like different foods in each cube, stick it in the freezer, and then pop
Mm-hmm.
them out and just cook them. I said, oh, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
try that.
I got those. I got it from Walmart, I believe it was.
Okay.
You just put your food after you cook it into these, trays, right?
Mm-hmm.
And take it out and just warm it up.
Okay, and listen, I am, and I'm the type of person because I had weight loss surgery. So now while I'm cooking, I'm tasting stuff, and then by the time
Mm-hmm.
it's done, I don't want it. So I just put it all in the freezer bag and throw it in the freezer. Like
Yeah,
I am
that's a
a
bad idea.
freezer girl. My mother always cooked enough for an army. We ate family style rather than plates being served. My father always started the rotation of bowls and platters. Now I love seeing people eat like that type of way. Like don't just bring your plate. Like put it all on the table. I don't know. I just think that just makes it a little more personal and a
I've
lot
done
more
it both
family
ways.
oriented.
I've done it
I
both
think
ways.
my husband got me in a habit of cooking more than just for us because I never knew who was going to bring home for dinner. He would always call
Yeah,
me
I
2
will.
minutes away. I'm on my way. Oh, by the way, I got so and so with me and
Oh
so and so
yeah.
with me.
And
Yeah.
so, yep. Uh,
My mom, because y'all know I'm from Dallas, so we would always go to the park. And in Dallas, all we really did was just like barbecue. Like if it was an animal and it was edible, we'll go out and we would go find our own chickens. We would go out and just go hunting, and we will light up the grill so quick. So we would always go to the park. So my sisters and I we can go play, roller skate, all this other stuff. But then my mom would pull out the grill, her and my dad, and they would grill. And you would think that they were doing community day. My parents would go and buy every piece of meat you could think of, put it on the grill, and just walk around the park giving out food. Like, are y'all okay? That needs to
You
come
had
back
a
home.
wonderful upbringing.
Oh
That had to be
yeah.
so much fun for you guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, and when it comes to the whole who comes first,
Hmm.
I know from a personal standpoint, when it came down to that, my mom always made sure me and my siblings we were taken care of first, and then it was always him. Me personally, I kind of thought it was weird because I'm like, if he's the one going out making the money, shouldn't he be treated like a king? But then again, I also
Okay.
understand, that children
Okay.
are smaller, they depend on you. So I understand why women put their children first in
I don't
that
understand the
situation.
word king because he makes money. I'm confused. I'm never
Okay.
going to treat him like he's a king because he's the provider. I'm going to treat
Okay.
him like he's my man because he's the provider. But king, no, I don't think so.
Okay. So so you don't think that you wouldn't call your husband a king because he's a provider.
Nah, 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 not a king.
So would you consider yourself the queen of your castle?
No, I'm not a queen either. Have you seen the
Really?
responsibilities of what a queen has to go through? Jesus, I
It's a
don't even want
lot.
to get out of bed some days.
It's a lot. It is a lot. I will say that. There are
Yeah,
no
don't
young
put no
children in
crown
the
on my head.
home. I always fix my husband's plate, even at cookouts. Absolutely.
Yeah, see,
Absolutely. Listen.
I think it comes down to, like, we're talking about how old the kids are, all these things. I've seen situations. There's two
Hmm.
different ones. Okay, so one situation was the wife did that. She made the husband's play first at detriment to the kids, to the point he would get seconds and thirds before the kids even got a plate.
Oh, see, now we got a problem with that.
See, that's where
Yeah,
I
we
got a
do.
problem. That to me is an issue. Everybody should have their plate. You get what I'm saying? If
Hmm.
even if you make his first, everybody should have their plate. But to the detriment of the kids, these kids, when I say that these kids are way older than I was when I was a
Hmm.
kid, and they wore my hand me downs, and I was 5 years to 6 years younger than these kids. I'm not
Mm.
Hmm.
joking to you. They were smaller than me, and I was not a big kid. I was a petite child when I was real little. And then I got some boobies and all that. But anyway, um,
Your audio
I,
borging a little bit, baby.
oh, let me see what's going on. Hold on.
Let me see. So Phoebe said, hold on. Is it tripping? Is it me?
Am I better
Is it
now?
me?
I don't hear no
Hold on.
board.
Is it me? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Everybody's borging. Hold on. And then I can't tap on any comments. Hold on. Is StreamYard tripping?
Maybe you should
Let's
go
see.
in, go out, and come back in.
See, now you're borging. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I think that might be a you because I don't hear no boarding.
I don't either.
But the second situation to keep this going is why R and Y figures out the sales situation on her side. Um, is the second situation was electricity hit a home, right? And the mom and daddy didn't have enough food to feed each other, but they had enough for the kids. So they made sure the kids ate, even if both, or either or went out to go, do their thing. But that's, in my opinion, that's why I said kids come first, especially if they're real young, because that kid can't go out there and get nothing else. That kid, has to go to school the next day on an empty stomach. And I guess that's why I've always said that when I've seen the detriment of the ones who take advantage of those situations when they've got a wife who
Hmm.
makes their plate first. I've seen kids suffer. You know what I'm saying, Miss
Hmm.
Soul Sister? But
Yeah, I, I think that feed your husband first comes from like way before the 17th century in different countries where the husband would come home from work and the mother would always make sure she feed the kids the husband first, and the kids had to sit there and wait. But yeah, I wouldn't do that to my kids.
No, I don't think like I'd make sure that everybody had something, even if like I had to like skip myself a little bit to make sure of it. But if you cook well enough and you know how to make a meal stretch, right? You can take
Hmm.
anything and you can fill up the whole clan and everybody get full, not just one person.
And at the same time, I mean, we all can eat at the same time. I don't understand the hardship of that.
Hmm.
We sit
I
at the
don't need.
table at the same time and we eat the same time.
Yeah, we always
Sorry
did
about
that in
that,
my
y'all. It
family
was
too.
StreamYard because I got a message that said something went wrong, but we are back.
Okay,
Yay!
Okay.
great.
Woo. Sorry
Yay,
about
here
that.
we go.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I knew a
Okay.
girl who she was staying with this guy.
Hmm.
He didn't love her anyway, but she needed to stay with him because she had two children and she needed a place to stay until she got on her feet better. And
Hmm.
so this gentleman would only want her kids to eat chicken wings while he get the breast and everything else. He didn't want her kids to eat anything except chicken wings when she made chicken. And so I felt sorry for her for a long time because she had to deal with that. And then some men are just really, really not nice. Their personality isn't nice.
Hold on. So you said that she only let the kids eat the chicken wings, so she wouldn't let them have like the chicken breast or anything?
Nope. She had
My
two children,
my parents were
and
like
he
that.
and he didn't think that her kids needed to eat a chicken breast or a chicken leg, just the chicken wings that she made.
Okay. Now, hey, pretty purple. She said, I made my husband plate first, then I made the kids. We actually ate at the table together at times for breakfast and or dinner. However, we ate together 95% of the time. Loved being a family of four. Okay. See, hopefully one day I get to experience that, but then again, on other days, I really don't. Because I like my space. I don't like the whole mommy. It drains me. It bugs me. That's why I'm glad my nieces and nephews are getting a whole lot older. Now I don't mind. I don't mind keeping them because I don't have to constantly sit and just monitor them. I don't
See,
know
that's
that
why
that's
I'm
crazy.
glad. Y'all women who have more than one, I'm gonna praise y'all all day, every day. I had one and done, and I'm so happy that he's 18 now, and he can wash his own butt. He could do everything. I done taught him, and that's another thing I was watching the other day. RNY, that could be a great
Hmm.
topic. There was
Okay.
this. I was watching this video on TikTok as I was scrolling. What was it? YouTube or I don't know, Instagram somewhere. I don't remember, but they were talking about how uh, the mother-in-law was going into the daughter-in-law's house and
Hmm.
saying that her son couldn't do this. She needed to cook her son this and do this. And I'm thinking to myself, don't that son have two hands? Can he wash his clothes? Does he not know how to cook? Because in my opinion, that means you failed as a mother to not teach your son how to do things for himself.
So the mom walked in the son's house. The son is married.
And she thought the wife was going to be gone to get her fingernails done, and she was sitting at her thing. She was going to come in there, and because the wife didn't do the whites good enough, so she called them
I've
dingy.
seen
And
that, Charlie. I've
she was
seen
in
Let me
there
that.
tell you
doing the laundry. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
something.
talking. And then she was
I
going,
would have
"You need."
yeah.
cussed her out
I would
real
have
bad.
too. And why she got? I understand people give people emergency keys, but why you coming in my house when I'm not home? You better not.
You
Exactly.
know? And how you gonna tell me
I
what
don't
I
care
should
if you
do
his
and
mama or
why?
not. What you not about to do? I don't care if you his mammy or not. What you not about to do is just walk up in my house and then come in here and start dictating what is or is not done to your liking. Are you okay?
She's telling this woman what she's supposed to do for her son. And instead of her saying, well, tomorrow your son will be home,
Hey,
so
Georgia
he
Peach,
can have
baby.
all of mommy to himself. I'm like, you gotta be joking me.
Let me tell you what I would have done. I would have been so petty. I would have said, "Don't worry about it." I would have went and got some boxes, put all his stuff in the box, and put it in her car. And I would look at my husband. You go back home with your mammy
I
since
would
she
have
has a
changed my lock.
problem.
I would have changed my locks and put a security guard on that thing.
I'm gonna say this.
Like
I would have
what?
told his mama what I would have told his mama. First off, return the key that you got, and if he didn't, he wanted to try to give her another, and then we would have a problem. I would have a conversation with him too, and explain to him, your mama ain't just walking up in my house when she wants to. Now, if
Not at
you
all.
have a problem with that, then you can go with her. But the second bit, I'd look at her and go, so you must not been much of a mama. She's gonna go, what? So you didn't teach your son how to do laundry? You didn't teach your son how to cook a plate, knowing I'm sick or in bed or something? Or so, like, I think the wife was actually sick, and or she was doing some
Hmm.
basically microwavable meals or something like that. And she said he needs a home cooked meal every day. Well, don't your son got two fingers? Did you not teach him how to cook? You must not did your job as a mama.
You
Oh,
know
let me
what
tell you
I'm
something.
saying?
Because
Woo.
I taught my son how to cook. I taught my son how to clean after himself. And if his wife is sick and in a bed, he better get in that damn kitchen and make that damn meal.
I mean, at least know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to get married, I
Well,
feel like
my
everybody should marry somebody that can cook. If that is a qualification, then hey,
my
stick
husband
with it.
didn't know how to cook. My husband didn't know how to be a husband when I married him. Um,
What?
yeah, and he was a husband before. Um,
Oh.
and his wife just didn't teach him. His mama didn't teach him. Nobody taught this dude anything.
Oh, Cause, see, cause one of my
So,
requirements are if I'm gonna marry you, if I'm gonna date you, if I'm gonna talk to you, you have to know how to cook. And I'm talking more than just a pack of 30-cent ramen noodles. Uh-uh.
yeah,
No, 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 no.
in them days, cooking was not what what I was looking for in a husband in them days. And cooking is not what I'd be looking for in these days. But yeah, my husband didn't know how to cook. He didn't know how to wash clothes. He didn't know how to do anything. And so it took me a time to teach him everything. I can't do that anymore because I don't have the patience. But yeah, some men come out of the box like that. It is what it
Listen,
is. Let me tell
you
you.
gotta be able to hold a job, okay? Hold a job, manage your finances, know how to cook, know how to clean. Hell, know how to do dishes. Know how to wash your clothes. Because I feel like if a man don't know how to wash their clothes, they don't know how to wash their body. That's just
Well,
my
he knew
personal
how
opinion.
to he knew how to do what's important. He knew how to make money.
And
And in
and
them
that is
days,
important. And that is important.
that
So
is what I needed
let me
more
ask you
than
this.
cooking.
So
Huh?
when it comes to a point, if he knows how to make money, perfect. But what will happen if the one thing that he knows how to do or the one thing that he's good at doing, he can no longer do? Then what?
Well, when I said I do, it means that if he can no longer do what needs to be done, then it would be
Hmm.
my turn to do it.
Okay.
Because if he took care of me before, then it would be my responsibility to take care of him after. And that's
I can
just the way
respect
men
that.
do.
I
Yeah,
can respect that, for richer or for poorer, for better or for worse. But honey, my
yeah.
vibe's gonna have to say for richer or for richest, because I'm not saying for richer or poor. Because what we not about to do is speak that over my marriage. Because I am a firm believer that the things that come out of your mouth, uh, are like boomerangs and it'll come back. So why would I say for richer or for poor, for sickness and in health? No, no, no.
Well, I did my own vows. It wasn't
Oh, you
anything
did.
about me. Yeah, I wasn't doing
Hey,
that.
Molly, welcome. Now that I unblocked you, I'm gonna leave you alone today. Molly, I'm gonna leave you alone today, okay? Because I'm in a good mood today. But no, but I definitely understand that. So I think the general consensus was most women would put their husband first. Now, here's the better question. What do you think about that scenario? If in fact your husband, while he's your husband, he's not a good guy at the end of the day. Would he still come first or second?
What do
He
you
coming
mean?
last.
What
Let
do you mean
P
he's not? What do you
L
mean he's
A
not
S
not the good
T.
guy?
He's not a good guy. He ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's a liar. He's a cheater. He's everything else like that. But you're married to him. So in that
Hmm.
situation, mind you, he's still going to work, but he's still all of the things. Okay. In that moment, who comes first? Would you put your children above, or would
I
he still
got this.
come first?
I got this little thing that I call if I'm not happy, you're not going to be happy.
Okay.
So
Listen. What's the saying? Happy life, happy wife. I'm a firm
yeah,
believer in that.
so am
See, because
I.
I feel like a woman. A woman's touch in the house. Here's my thing, and I tell Envy this all the time. I tell him, I said, I feel like a woman's role in any type of relationship, whether it's a situationship, marriage, whatever the case may be, is to be that man's place of peace. That's
Yes.
emotionally, especially when it comes to the home. Like, why would a man want to come home to a house that the house may be clean, but it's not peaceful? It's not.
A woman is supposed to be his safe place from this evil world when he's out there making that bread for you. And like let's say he's got a terrible corporate job, right? An
Uh
awful
huh.
corporate job. And it's just stressful as heck. He's supposed to come home to you, and you're supposed to be that place where he just feels like he can take a deep breath. He can relax. He can let go. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He can come to you. He can talk to you about things, and y'all can have conversations like, you know what I mean? Like you're supposed to
Hmm.
his safe space, his pillow to fall, just like he's yours. If you out there and you
Absolutely.
got a corporate job and you got a hardcore job, you just had a bad day at work, you should be able to come home to your partner and just go and be happy. Because if you ain't doing that, your relationship is not happy and it's not going to stand the test of time most of the time because technically you're both kind of unhappy if you can't do that. If you think about it,
I definitely agree with that because let me tell you something. If my husband just left a good job in the city working for the man every night and
every night and
day,
day.
you think you think I'm going to let him come home and not be like his peaceful space? Like absolutely not. Because I'm the type of woman. This is how I am, right? I don't have to know your coworkers. But if you come to me, you be like, "Babe, I had a rough day. This person said this. This person got on my nerve." I'm the type of person. I'm putting on my sneakers, grabbing some car keys. Where they at? We got to have a talk. Because what y'all not gonna do is y'all not gonna disrespect him. That's just me. That's just me. Like that's how much of a rider I am, and that's why I believe that a woman should be her man's peace. A man shouldn't have to come home and now got to argue with you. A man shouldn't come home after working 8, 10, 12, 16 hour days, and it's a sink full of dishes. You still walking around in pajamas. Your breath probably smell like last year. You know what I'm saying? Like you got on a moo. Nothing against moo because I have on one right now. Shut up, okay? But just, but I just feel like that to me makes a good woman. And I also feel I am this type of woman I am. I'm the type of woman that when my man comes home, I want to have dinner already done. That's just me. What are your thoughts about that?
My mom did that, and I guess that's where I get it from. My dad, every
Hmm.
time he come off work, he had his food ready on the table. Kids were already fed, put in bed because he usually come home late, right? And she had his bath water drawn so that after he got and made, it was still warm when I made sure that he could eat and go take a warm bath, or if it was a shower, she already made sure it was kind of warmed up so when he turned on that water, it was already hot, and that way he could have his little moment before they spend a little time together before he go to bed and do it all over again. You know what I mean? They have
Hmm.
their moment to watch a little TV, maybe have a little talk. She always did that, and then vice versa. When my mom was the breadwinner at one time, my dad did the same for her. He made
Hmm.
sure that she had a hot meal on the table. Like my dad may not be a cook like her. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because no matter, I'm gonna say this: a lot of men are good at what they do, but they'll never touch. I'm sorry, the comfort, the love that we put into our food.
Never.
Never. But he did his thing, Thizzle, you know what I'm saying? Made sure us kids were taken. Now there was a couple times I was running around with my sister's clothes on, but shit didn't match. But he did his best. He did his best.
At least he tried to do something because some men don't even try that. Now, Explosive, he said a husband should provide a space for peace because if he's causing chaos, baby, listen, listen. You disrupt my household if you want to. We gonna have a problem, and I'm gonna make it so uncomfortable for you that you gonna either want to do two things: either shape up or ship out. That's just how I am. I'm a firm believer of not disrupting the ether waves in my house because at the end of the day, this is where I lay my head. This is where I work. This is where I do everything. You're not about to come in here and mess up a goddamn thing. Okay? And then me still be nice to you and then me still be peaceful like kind of make my house, into your peaceful sanctuary. Hell no. So I believe that definitely goes both ways. Now, Phoebe said a woman shouldn't have to come home and it's not peaceful. If he gets home first, he needs to start dinner and vice versa. I agree with that 100%. Now, if we could tweak that for those men that can't cook, right? I also believe, and this goes back to what we were just talking about, freezer meals. Pull some out of the freezer, throw it in the oven, throw it on the stove or something. But don't let me do all this work, making sure you got dinner on the table when you come home. But then when I come home, it's like, oh, what we eating? Oh, we doing dashing. Oh, hell no. You could do a dash at my house. Okay.
Now, when I was married, we didn't have anything about door dashing whatsoever.
When did you get married?
And girl, you weren't even born yet when I got married.
What?
So yeah, I'm up there in age, my child.
I
And so
I don't believe that. You sound
We
so
we
young.
flabbergasted. We flabbergasted over here.
Yes. Dang. Okay.
yeah,
Now,
I'm
pretty
probably
purple.
older than your mama, but
Oh, geez. So you're in your
yeah, girl,
70s?
I'm going to be this month.
What?
Well, the end of this month, I'm going to be 70 years old. I'm so grateful that I gotten this far.
Why? Absolutely, because in 2026, most people don't even reach that age. So happy early birthday to you,
Yes.
70.
Thank you.
I hope and pray
Yeah.
I reach that age. Jesus Christ.
And it feels so good being single
And ready to mingle? Okay.
I was thinking it. I really was thinking that in my head.
and
Now,
able
Pretty
to live
Purple
my
Rain
own
said, I've
life.
always and still do cater to my husband. Let me cater to you. I'm sorry. I don't know why that popped in my head.
Now
Um,
leave it.
Well, that's
Till this
like
day, I cater, not a fool, but I show and give love and appreciation. Does that make sense? Actually, Pretty Purple Rain, that makes a lot of sense because I feel like if your man feels like he's appreciated, then he'll kind of reverse that back to you and make you feel appreciated and go above and beyond. Because I feel
Now
like
you
it's a
got to
give and
remember,
take.
not every man thinks like that, and not every woman is married to a good man, and not every good
Very
man is
true.
married to a good woman.
That's
So
true.
our relationships are quite different when it in reality. Like what I had to do with my marriage was
Hmm.
something that most women in my day and time would not have done, being married. They just would not
Exactly.
have thought of doing what I done. So me and my husband, we worked together.
Okay.
Um, we were together for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for millions and millions of years.
Hmm.
So my way of trying to get peace and quiet and read a book was to send him on vacation.
Okay.
He didn't want to go
Okay.
on vacation. Every time I sent him on vacation somewhere, he called me and say, "I'm coming back home." I'm like, "I just got you out of the house."
my mama did that. Soul sister. She used to send my daddy on fishing trips, and she we would have like girls' day because like my brother was special needs, so
Hmm.
his situation was different. But me and my sister, my mom we'd sit down and we'd paint each other's toenails, and then we'd watch scary movies all night and fill up on ice cream and
Aw.
yeah, and like so dad would make sure like so Friday and Saturday she had off pizza money or get something delivered or something like that. We did those things and pretty much
Okay.
on the weekends. And that's like my husband now. I've been sick myself for a little while. So
Hmm.
he cooked me the other day. He cooked me a good old little Italian meal. You know what I'm saying? And then if he
Mm.
don't feel like cooking, he'll go out and grab me a little something, something from the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like a pizza or some. Our Panda Express is actually pretty good down here. I know not all of them are made the same. Um,
Right.
And just like I will say this, not all Applebee's and Chili's are the same because in some
Not
places
at all.
the chili sucks and the Applebee's is good and vice versa. Sometimes both of them suck. It just depends on where you're at. Um,
Exactly. Exactly. Hold on real quick. And Bernie, thank you so much for coming through. It is so good to see you, boo. And Bernie said, yes, Lord. That's awesome. 70 and single. Hey, everyone on the panel and in the chat. Happy Sunday to you, gorgeous. And
Hi,
I cannot
welcome.
wait. And Bernie, I can't wait. I'll just leave that right there. Hey,
Ooh,
man, man.
child.
Welcome.
In my Miss
Welcome.
Paulette voice. Ooh,
Woo,
child.
child. No, I've missed Miss Paulette. So speaking of, this kind of goes into like the next topic that won the second highest vote on the poll. You mentioned, you said that your brother was special needs,
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
we have soul sister who is no longer married, and then myself not married. We have other single ladies in the chat. So with all of these different circumstances, whether it's health or just life in general, what is your definition of building a support network? What does that mean to you?
I think, okay, so it's going to come down to quite a few things, right?
Okay.
When it comes down to, like, they always say it takes a village to raise a child. It
Yes,
it truly does.
it
Because
does.
I'm gonna tell you something. Being from the single mama phrase until I got
Hmm.
what I got now, it's a lot easier when you have help. When you have people who are willing to watch that child while you have a day off or something like that, while you get some sleep, because I'm gonna tell you, sleep is your best friend. Um, some,
Listen, your best friend. Because the older I get, I'm the type of kid coming up. When my parents said it's time for a nap, now don't cuss at me. Oh, now that I'm 38.
I love that nap when
If
I can get it,
I don't
baby,
have a nap, everything around me is about to burn.
and don't wake me up.
And you
Mm-mm.
better not wait. Listen. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but a nap is in order. I'm sleeping right now. But go ahead. Church will
Uh,
be out today.
so like it is very important to build your support system, have friends, and it's not just for children. It's like, okay, so here's the thing. I know right now I can pick up the phone and I could hit up V Lachey, right? I
Hmm.
go, girl, you want to go out to lunch and have a girls day? She'd be like, yeah, girl. It's good to have not just like your it's good to have couple friends if you're a couple. It's good to have friends that are girls that you could go out and go chill with for a minute, because
Hmm.
sometimes you need a break, sometimes you need a moment, you know what I'm saying, to
Hmm.
just forget about things, just have some good little talk. Sometimes you need help, and not just physically need help. Sometimes you need a listening ear, so it's good to have that too, somebody that you can bounce ideas off of, like what we're doing right now. This is technically a girls support group if you think about it.
Absolutely, it is. I have to agree with that. Definitely. What are your
Absolutely,
thoughts
Charlie.
about that,
Yeah.
soul sister?
I think Charlie hit it right on the head. We definitely need each other.
Yes.
And the thing is, a lot of women don't understand that women need women.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't care what your home life is like. Women need each other because we learn from each other. I mean, we could be at home, not thinking about
Hmm.
anything, but got something on. You know how you got something on your mind, but you're not really thinking about it.
Absolutely.
And someone calls you up, and all of a sudden you end up talking about what was bothering you, where 10 minutes before you weren't thinking about talking about it. You were trying to forget it. Women need each other,
Yes.
just like this panel right now. I need Charlie, I need you, and I need the women in the audience because it makes it feel like home. You know
No, I
what I'm
feel you.
saying?
No, no, I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
get what you're saying. It takes a village is not only for when it comes to children. I feel like it takes a village applies to any age group because at the end of the day, um, you may be down and out and you just need to call somebody. Hey, I just need to chat. I just need you to lift my spirits. So I'm definitely agreeing and I'm loving these responses. Let's see. Respectfully, and Bernie said, I just did this about 2 months ago. I really needed to nail who was really for me, and I'm talking about family. Otherwise, I don't have a support system. I created a group chat, not for out of conversation, but for support. I drop in there, I need support mentally, I'm stretched, and the love pours in, not from everyone, but from my supporters and sons. Listen, and I think I mentioned this on last week's episode. I think I did. But there's this thing now that people say that, you young people on social media, there's something that says check on your strong friends, because sometimes you could be that strong friend and everybody else around you think, oh, you got it, you good, you don't need my encouragement, you don't need me to come help lift you up because you're always lifting us up. But at the end of the day, when that strong friend goes home by themselves, they completely fall apart. So support is definitely needed. And I know how it feels to pour into everybody else. And then when you're empty, nobody is there to pour into you. That is to me the most frustrating thing in America. And I also feel like a lot of these friendships, they're not, the law of reciprocity doesn't work in all friendships. And those are the ones that I am slowly weaning myself away from,
Yes,
because I feel like it's taking more out of me to maintain this friendship and
Mhm.
maintain this support group. I'm just gonna
girls,
leave.
preach on it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you. I learned this, and me and you are the same age. I'm just a month older, right? I think it's a
Hold on
month.
right quick, Charlie, because this comment right here. The health topic is too heavy for me. I'm about to cry. I'm getting sad. Strong friend.
Strong friend, girl. I got you.
Pretty
Let me
purple
tell you
rain.
something.
Girl, we are here for
Baby,
you.
you know how you say baby. You know what I'm saying.
Listen. Huh,
We a group of
listen.
strong friends right here. I'm just telling you, up in this chat right now, you got a group of
Listen.
us.
If you need to I don't soul sister, do you talk to Pretty Purple?
Let me say that
Off
again.
Do you talk to Pretty Purple Rain offline at all?
I don't talk to anybody offline except Shelly and you.
Okay. Okay. Pretty Purple, I'm gonna find a way to get in contact with you because baby, this comment right here just it's just
Read
did
it to
something to
me
my
'cause I can't
spirit.
see it. Read it to me.
She said, this health topic is too heavy for me. I'm about to cry. I'm getting sad. Hashtag strong friend. That comment just struck a chord with me. And I want to make sure that I somehow or another check in on you. Because that right there, we need you. We need you. And we need you to be in good health. So I'm gonna find a way to figure out how to get in touch with you.
I want
Because
to tell
that
you
right
And
something.
you're
there,
not
Pretty purple,
alone.
pretty
You
purple,
got.
beautiful R and Y. To all the beautiful ladies out there, are strong
hmm
friends, right? You may not recognize this, but a lot of us in here at this moment are strong friends, right? We the
absolutely,
ones who people don't think like, y'all know I'm the goofy happy one. Y'all know why I do that and why I'm so outlandish sometimes and why I do the things I do, because it makes people laugh. It makes people
absolutely.
smile. And if I could put a smile on your face for one moment of the day through all the hectic crap you got to deal with, if I got to be the basically, excuse my French, y'all. If
So
I
you
gotta
good?
be the one to look like an ass, I'll do it, baby, all day, every day, just to make you smile and laugh. Because I know in this world we got enough hatred and hurt as it is. So why not have a moment to laugh? And if you want to laugh at my white Casper ass, hi, eh, let's go, let's do it.
Pretty Purple, baby, dry them tears.
You
Listen,
too pretty, baby. You know you pretty.
listen. Life gonna be hard. That's obvious. We can't fix that. But what you can fix is the amount of love that you are willing to accept from genuine people. Baby, dry them tears. It's gonna be all right. I promise. It won't. There's a song that says it won't always be like this. It won't.
And
Dry them
like the pros
tears. Just know
say,
you got a group of women over here that are truly
it
concerned
can't
for
rain
your
all the
well
time,
being.
baby. It can't rain all the
Listen,
time. Okay. If you, I'm gonna say this. Every time you think you ain't got it, you got it. Every time that you
hmm
feel like you down at your lowest, baby, I promise you gonna step, because you got a strength. You got to think about it like this, right? A strong friends. You got a strength in you that many don't have, right?
see,
They don't have the strength to pull up them bootstraps no matter how hard it gets, and keep going and keep
right.
going and keep going. And that's all you can do. But I tell you what, you got a group of people right here. You can come over here, have you a good old time, have some good conversation, let that mental ick
Absolutely.
go, bring up some, hey, why don't, I got an idea. Pretty Purple, why don't you come up with some ideas, throw them out in the chat, and on the next girl talk, or the one after that, or whenever, RY put it on the docket. That's a docket over there she got. And that way, that way you could get some of the stuff off your chest. That's what girl talk
Absolutely.
about, right?
That's what this is exactly why I wanted to create this space. So Pretty Purple Rain, if you ever want me to just fire up a live so you can come up here and we could just talk it out, cry it out together, baby, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Because the first step was saying what you needed and how you felt.
Exactly.
So you already took the first step.
Exactly.
So let us take you to the second step.
Exactly. And Pretty Purple Honey, listen, let them tears fall, but don't cry too long. Okay? Because your tears is what's going to water the plants. See, because how can things grow without water, honey? I feel like when we cry, that is our way of watering our life plants. And when we cry, when you stretch something, when you're being stretched, it hurts. It's painful. You're gonna cry, but guess what? It'll be all over in the morning. Ain't no need to worry what the night is going to see. I did not come here to do this. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring, because it's gonna be all over in the morning. I promise you, Pretty Purple, it's gonna be all right. Okay? I promise you. It's just something about that comment that just really just really touched me. Exactly, John. It's good to cry, but don't cry too long.
Don't stay in
Don't.
them dark places in your head. And remember, I'm gonna tell y'all this because I'm a strong mental health advocate, and I know RNY is too. When you go to therapy and you talk to a therapist, they're gonna tell you it's all about how you change your mindset, right?
Yes.
So I'm not enough to I am enough. Change every
Mm-hmm.
time your brain tries to tell you a negative, you replace it with a positive, and you reinforce that over and over and over until your brain starts to accept that positive. Because trauma takes a second to get, but it takes a lifetime sometimes to repair.
See what I'm saying? So Pretty Purple Rain, honey, you got a group of sisters over here that got your back. If you ever need me, Charlie, Soul Sister, anybody, just find a way to reach out to us. Right on community walls or something. Because you ain't got to go through that by yourself. That's exactly why I wanted to create this space for moments like this. Because at the end of the day, outside of family and everything else, we really got. We just have each other. You know what I'm
That's all we
saying?
have with each other.
Whew,
Because
how does
men
that
are not
say?
going to understand what we feel and what we go through. And
Exactly.
so they can't even imagine what we go through. So we are all we got.
We are.
I was
We
telling
are.
one of my male friends earlier today. I said, you know how some men think they know women, right?
Mhm.
And I said, there's so many things about women you will never know because we will never tell you. It's none of your
Right.
business. I said, we have this secret club that we go to, and we figure out each decade or so what we want to show you. And if 99 people say, yeah, we'll show it to them, and we'll say no, it's going to be no. You're not going to see everything about us ever. And they
Mhm.
don't know everything about us. They can't even imagine what we go through. But they love telling us what they go through. Oh, you don't know what I go through. You don't know what I go through.
If they felt for 1 month what we feel every single month until the
Woo.
day that God decides that we're gonna go through the change, and even going through the change is a whole thing,
Listen.
right? I'm
Okay.
telling you, they'd be in the hospital bed going, "Oh Lord, sweet baby Jesus."
Exactly. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the episode of the Cosby's. Episode of the Cosby's when all the guys were pregnant and then they
I
had to
love that
give birth.
episode.
One person gave birth to like this foot long sub, another person gave birth to like a boat, and they was just in it. It was pitiful. They kept saying, "Oh, it hurts." Oh, yeah. Now you see what women go through, and now I love getting online and seeing these guys are doing like these experiments, and they have like this
The simulators. Oh
contraction
my God.
simulators. I Let me say something. When I watch those, I be so tickled.
Well,
I
if
just
you're a
get
It
so
woman,
doesn't give
tickled.
them, it doesn't give them all the symptoms. We need the darn thing to give them every single symptom. One of the videos that they had on there, one of the girls had put in the comments, it's
John,
got
baby,
nothing to do with
we know
leg
how to
pain.
pray. Okay,
Yeah,
we know how to
leg
pray and get a prayer through. I love that one.
leg pains and swollen ankles and
Hmm.
going to the bathroom all day, and oh man, they don't know. They don't have a clue.
I'm just saying though, if you are a woman and you respectfully want, this is the funniest thing to watch. Though, is watch them men with the birthing simulator or the period cramp simulators. It is the funny. You gonna have the laugh of your. If, all right, pretty purple. I got an idea for you, girl. Okay, after you just had your cry, go watch one of those videos,
I
and then
promise you'll
I
laugh.
promise you're gonna laugh so hard you're gonna pee yourself.
Because them men, they don't even turn them on, and the men are already flinching. Like, sir, nothing is happening.
They'll
So,
beat you on but a level one, baby. You ain't even hit 10 yet.
okay, God, and listen, I did not know. I always knew women were strong, right? I always knew that, but I did not know how strong a woman could actually be until they were in labor. I never forget. My sister went into labor, and we are in the car headed to the hospital. She asked to hold my hand. I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, you want to hold my hand, baby?" Said, "Oh
You asked
yeah,
her hand.
baby. Let me tell you something." I reached over and I gave her my hand, and when I tell you, I wanted to take that whole car and just swerve it into the median. I said, "Man, where did you get all this strength from?" And she would not let go. And so then she got pregnant again. And I said, "Well, guess what? When you go in there, labor, you better call 911 because I'm not doing that with you no more.
I ain't never
Absolutely
holding
not.
your hand again.
Ever." And it reminded me of that what's that movie? Big Mama's House. I guess when Tashina Arnold was in labor, she said, "Hold my hand." Never again. I did not know that when women give birth, they are at their strongest, but yet at their weakest at the same time. That's just my opinion. I ain't never had kids.
My
But based
friend
off my
literally,
sister, never
she
again.
broke a hospital bed. You know how hard those handles are.
What?
Yes, she was gripping a hold of one of the side of it. She straight up crushed it in her. I'm gonna tell you, it's
Oh,
because
jeez.
the amount of pain. I have had a baby, right, and I pushed
Hmm.
one out my hoo hoo, and the problem, I had a premature baby, so he was all head, no body. Which yeah, I know the women say the shoulders are hard, but if you ain't got no weight behind that big ass head, okay,
Right.
I'm sorry, it is harder
Oh,
to push out that head, and it almost did. We almost didn't make it, but we made it.
Jesus Christ.
That's what, see, a lot of women who have, they go full term, they're like the shoulders are hardest part, right? And they're like, it must be easy having a premature baby. Mm-mm. Baby, the head gets stuck. Let me go ahead and tell you, it's rough because there ain't no weight behind it, and it's just you push a straight hit. It's just awful. Um, but
Oh, y'all can have that.
I'm gonna tell you
Mm-mm.
this: that little bit of, you can ask any woman respectfully in here who's ever pushed a baby or had a C-section or that. When we look at that baby for the first time, we forget all that pain, all the anguish that we just went through because your brain just goes blank from that, right? You don't even think about that no more. That ain't even on
That's
your
what my
mind.
sister said.
Like the love that you feel for your child is like no other. You can't explain it to nobody. It's just, it's like that didn't even matter at that point. You know what I mean? But I will say, back and stomach labor ain't no joke, baby. I had it going round and round and round and round, and they also stupidly gave me pitocin, which makes it 20 times worse. That,
Really?
yes, I had I had a special circumstance, which I think I've told y'all a little bit about, where I went into liver failure, and so I'm in the
Okay.
hospital. They
Pretty
stopped my
purple.
labor.
You ain't gotta apologize.
Baby, you ain't got to apologize for nothing.
That's what this is for. Absolutely not.
Look, we gonna have to take her. We're gonna have to take her and spank her. You gonna get a spanking, girl.
Yeah, do not. That's exactly why I created this space. You do not have to apologize
Don't you
at
apologize for having
all.
feelings and being a
No.
person. I'm gonna tell you, that's also a trauma response right there. That's
Yep.
a trauma response. When you are always saying "I'm sorry," thinking that feelings or feeling a feeling is a reason to feel ashamed or bad, that's because somebody made you feel that way, baby. Don't feel that way. It's
yeah,
okay to
never,
have feelings.
never
Don't be
apologize.
embarrassed.
Do not be embarrassed. Absolutely
Exactly.
not.
Girl, if we can bleed together in the stall, we can have feelings together.
You
I'm
see
just
what I'm
saying.
Yes,
saying?
we can.
Don't be embarrassed. Cause sometimes you just gotta get it out. Do not ever be embarrassed.
We
And you
talking
do
about
not have
pumping
to
babies out of
apologize.
coochie cats, girl.
Right. And you don't have to ever apologize for
Hey,
no, ma'am.
don't be
That's what this area
embarrassed.
is for. And it's crazy because, I understand. I saw somebody else say somewhere in this chat, I know this is the beef sector. It is, which is why I didn't want that to kind of infiltrate this space over here. Because it's very easy to open up a stream and go live and just start cussing people out. But at the end of the day, after the cuss out is over, then that person is left to deal with whatever emotions they have. And we don't know if the emotions is from what was said to them in that one live, because it could very well be that life just kind of piled on them and they're just lashing out. So
But not
no.
just that. That's where
Hmm.
people only want to go see you lashing out. So in other words, if you have a different format, they know they're not going to show up because
Right.
they just want you to cuss people out. It's like a circle. You know, I cuss you out this week, you cuss me out next week, da 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 da. That's all they do. So no, it's
Yep.
this is the way it has
Unfortunately.
been. We just women who happen to travel around the beach sector. We just don't beef. I know I don't.
Y'all know I don't like
I
to
just
unless I'm pushed to.
yeah, I'm not
Exactly.
gonna beef. I'm just gonna tell somebody exactly what I think of them and move it on.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge,
To the
okay?
edge.
And when
I'm
you push me
trying
over
not
the
to
edge,
lose
lose
my
my
head.
okay, you see what I'm saying? So no, so don't apologize. And I agree with this. We all go through this in life. Just pray and seek God. I definitely
Well, I'm gonna
agree with
say
that.
this. You think I'm happy go lucky all the dang time? Hell no, I got my moments. I have a degenerative back disease. I'm only 38 years old. You get what I'm saying? I've had it since I was
Hmm.
15 from a bus accident that I didn't even choose to have. So, girl, every one of us has got something. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Whether we stress from work, job, people, health, all different kind of things in life.
Hmm.
Life is stressful as it is. Everybody in this chat could probably tell you they going through something right now. It may be
Absolutely.
different. Some may be lost. Some may be hurting from other reasons. Some may be sending their kid off to school to college for the first time. Some may be having empty nest syndrome. There's a lot that goes on
Hmm.
in every person's life.
And some of us may have children that's in the service over
Yes,
there in
That's
a
true
war.
too.
You know, it's
That is
just that
very true.
we
pray
living
for
in
our
America.
service members.
Yes.
Yeah, we living in America at a time where women is not. I won't say the word appreciated. I would say recognized. They
I
took
can
that
agree with
away
that.
from us. The day that it turned for him, women were not recognized anymore like we were 2 years ago. They stripped us. They took away our every every ounce of freedom that they could think of. First, they ripped our abortion rights from us, and then they just kept stripping and
You know
stripping and
what's
stripping and
crazy
stripping
about that,
away.
soul sister? Is that,
Mm-hmm.
if I have another child, I could pass away.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 20 years old and I had my son, I begged the doctors for them to tut and cut tie up my tubes and all that so I can't get pregnant again because it could literally
Mm-hmm.
unalive me. They refused me. I was just having this conversation the other day because I could change my mind, or in 10 years, health things can change. No, as far as I know, it still ain't going to give me a fresh new liver if I need one. And it showing the heck can't stop it in case, I literally, by the seventh month, when the weight starts bearing down, it will start bearing down on my liver and it would go kaput put, right? And I would
Yeah,
pass
but
away.
see, they had so many lawsuits for women who
They wouldn't let
by the
me
time
sign a waiver. They wouldn't let me do
yeah
nothing.
they don't do that until from the age of 29 years old. If you didn't reach 30 years old, they're not going to do that because so many women went back and told their lawyer, I changed my mind and now I can't. And, you know, they knew I could have. So to prevent a lawsuit, malpractice suit, they try not to do that.
That's what's super sad. Is a friend of mine actually had
Hmm.
female cancer
Hmm.
and could not get a
Hmm.
hysterectomy. She has one kid and she's our age, RY, and she's like well, actually, she's a little bit younger than us. She's like 32 or something like that, right? And
Hmm.
they told her that she could not have a hysterectomy because she may choose to have children in the future.
Wow.
I'm like, that's one of the hugest things, disparities in America, if you think about it, is how women are treated when it comes to our health care, when it comes to our female parts. If we go to the hospital, let's say we've got PCOS or really extreme cramps during our period, or we're really anemic, like real bad, right? And we
Hmm.
go for some kind of relief. We're going to be told to take a Tylenol or ibuprofen and sent home, and or not taken serious. Yet you let a man stub his toe and go to the hospital, they're going to check to make sure it ain't broken. They're going to put some tape on it. They may even give him a shot or something, make him feel better. It's crazy to disparage that we have when
Well,
it comes to women's health.
well, what I found out is that if a doctor does that, doctor only does what you allow him to do. I
True.
mean, I've had doctors that would probably rather send me home with a Tylenol, but that's not exactly what was going to happen at the time. I needed help, and you're on the list of doctors. So it's your job to make me feel better. And that's how I go into a doctor's office. I'm sick. I'm not going into a hospital, but whatever you got to do, you're becoming my medical doctor right now, my miracle doctor, because I need you. See, you don't let. It's like letting a man treat you the way they think that you needed to be treated, instead of you making him treat you like you
Mhm.
need to be treated. So if a doctor give you a Tylenol and want to send you home, it's called yelling and screaming and shouting until they put some life jackets on you, so, those things, and call you crazy. You do whatever you got to do to get well.
Right.
I've done it.
Mm. Listen, yeah, that right there, that's a whole nother monster on its own. Charlie, look at the back chat right quick.
All right.
Hold on. Because I forgot to get this from you the last time. I really did forget. Now, this person said, yep, this morning I said that. What about the subbies? It's not always about the content creators. Okay. I must have missed that part. Like, what was the context of that statement before I actually give my response to that? Because I have a whole lot
Yeah,
I
I'm
can say about
curious
that.
too.
Why please keep this going, sis. It's needed. Trust me. I promise to keep this going. I really do because as you all can see, her having that emotional breakdown, this space was needed for her to have that. She couldn't go in anybody else's life while they're cussing folks out and have a moment like that. Like, no. Mm-mm. But I promise I will keep this going for you. I really promise. But when it comes down to what, it's not always about the content creators. What about the subbies? To that, I have to agree with that because Shelly put something. She gave me an idea, and she was just like, "Okay, so with this girl talk, you should really try to incorporate more subbies that really, because subbies really don't have a voice, so to speak, unless you're getting called out for saying something outlandish in the chat, or the only other time you really have a voice is if it's attached to a cash app or a super chat or anything like that. But in those moments, what about the subbies? Because without the
Yeah, but
subbies, there would be no
all
content
of us,
creators.
all of us are subbies.
Ex- I tried to say the same thing. Even if you're a content creator, you still a subbie because you're subscribed to
Exactly.
somebody.
Exactly. We all are subbies.
I must say
I have
this:
not went
without
live yet, so I'm the subby.
without the subscribers, the content creator will be talking to the four walls. So shout out to all the
Exactly.
subscribers out there, all the moderators out there who work for a free. That's another thing. I don't understand why people fight over a mod stick. It's a free
I
job. You
don't
don't
need
get paid. You don't get paid for that. I'm sorry, but I ain't fighting over it. If somebody want to take it, just take it. It ain't the end of the world. If you want to
Right.
give it, if you want to give me one and you ask and I might receive it, then I say yes. But I'm not going around begging for them. It ain't that serious to me.
Mm-mm.
It's just a stick, and it's just you working. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Free for free
Working.
for the free 99.
Mm-mm. Like I no
Yeah,
no 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 no
I'm
no.
only I'm only a mod for a few people. And so I only choose to like to mod for people that I respect and that I respect. Because a lot of times I may not like their commentary. And so I'm still there modding for them. But
Right.
that's because I respect them and I like them. So I'm not going to
I
just
get it.
mod because I need a mod stick. I don't need a mod stick like that. You know, there are times I just like to be alone and all of a sudden one of my people come live and I'm like, no.
No, I get it. And I kind of figured that's what you were talking about. The subbies need a voice too. They do. They really, really do. That's why when Shelly gave me that idea for Girl Talk, I'm like, that's a dope idea. Because I have to
Yeah.
agree, subbies really don't have a voice unless you are, a favorite subby, or if your voice is attached to a super chat or a cash app, or
Hmm.
if you're willing to be made out to like the donkey of the day for a particular content creator, then at that point a subby is recognized. So when Shelly gave me that idea for this platform, I absolutely fell in love with it because it just makes sense. It makes
Shout
sense.
out to Miss S. Hutcher for that. I
Absolutely.
love girl talk. I be having so much fun over here. Great conversation.
Thank you.
I leave here feeling like a weight has been lifted. I don't know about all y'all in the chat and others, but I like being able to expand our mind and talk about these subjects. Also, like it's an intelligent space,
Yes.
emotional intelligence. Just what I love hearing y'all's different perspectives because here's the thing: how do we as adults or people learn by but hearing from other people, growing wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Listening and paying attention to the world and how other people view things. Because let's say I have an idea on something, but your
Mhm.
idea differs. Your idea could lead me to a better idea than I had in the first place.
Absolutely. No, I definitely
Absolutely.
agree with that. I definitely agree. And I like this space over here because it's a way for me to kind of unwind and reset for the upcoming week. This space
Yes.
Exactly.
helps me just get it all out so I'm not bleeding over into the next day and then I'm catching attitudes with random people.
You'd be like,
So
you
Exactly.
just looked at me the wrong way. You breathing hard. Why you breathing like that?
exactly, like, are you okay? But yes, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this on up because I got something else I have to go do.
I gotta go
Um,
take my dogs out, Chad.
no
They looking at me
problem.
right. They looking at me right now, like,
Okay.
you know what time it is, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And as usual, I have definitely enjoyed this conversation today. It was so amazing to see in Bernie. And just for a little put the birdie in your ear. Y'all lean in real close because I'm getting ready to tell y'all a secret, okay?
I'm
Y'all
listening.
Go
listening?
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. This stays between us. If
All
it gets
right.
out, I know who said it.
Exactly.
So my co-host and special guest for next week is
Yeah.
this person right here. Y'all about to see her. That
Ooh,
person.
child,
Ah,
I ain't
I
snitching,
don't have my
child.
glasses on. What does it say?
And Bernie is going to be the special co-host next
Oh,
week.
okay.
Don't tell nobody.
Don't
That's
tell
our
nobody.
secret.
Don't tell
Look at
I
her.
will
nobody.
tell nobody.
Ow! That is our little secret, okay?
Shh.
Alicia
Okay.
Keys said, I won't tell your secrets. Just think of me as the pages in your diary, okay?
I don't even know what y'all talking about. I
Okay.
ain't seen
Hear
nothing.
no
I
evil,
ain't hear
see
nothing.
no evil.
I don't know nothing. Mm-mm.
I can't wait either. I really, really can't. And so the poll will be going up tonight or tomorrow, but I need y'all to hold me accountable, okay? If y'all don't see a poll up no later than Tuesday, I need y'all to come pull my coattail and say, hey, 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 what's going on?
I'll
We ready
catch
to
you up in
vote on the
Envy's
poll?
chat
Well,
one of those. Hey,
you
where my
know,
pole at?
we try to hold you accountable as far as 5:30, but
Y-
you be with envy
Yes.
so hard, you don't even want to leave to come to your own show.
No, because listen, it was one time, I think it was Wednesday. He was talking about, he made a joke. He was just like, yeah, and that time earned wild. And Charlie was over here, and Charlie said something. I said, ooh, I'm about to put what you said, Charlie, in the chat. I said, hey, Envy. Charlie said, if you time me out again, she about to come get you. Next thing I know, Charlie dropped down over there in the chat. It's hilarious. It is
I have
hilarious.
both tabs open so you know I can multitask. I be multitasking.
Me too.
And
I
the
just be
thing
like,
is, I get timed out for 24 hours. I mean, that's not even
he is just joking. Let me tell you something. So with that, he'll always be like, no, because I said, where is Soul Sister? I said, because I know she's about to come ask for the link. And that's when he was just like, if she asks for that link, I'm timing her out for 24 hours. I keep telling her just stay in the chat. I said, you know she's going to keep asking for that link. Okay, she's going to keep on asking for it. Yes, you have a great weekend too, boo. All
fair.
right, Charlie, did you have any final words, my love?
I want y'all all to know one thing. Carry
Yeah.
it today and all days. Make sure that you keep your head up high, and no matter what happens, and no matter how tough this week may get, that
Hmm.
you gonna come back this Sunday for girl talk this next Sunday and have a good time and be able to let it
Absolutely.
all go. So, we love y'all and come back because I'm gonna be back over here. I know RY. I know Soul Sister gonna be in chat. I see a bunch of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have some fun and we gonna talk about them gray sweatpants again. But
Okay.
I
This
love
is the top five. Thank you for coming, Charlie.
y'all. Love you, boo.
Those
Bye.
love you too, baby. First time joining in, and this was hold on. First time joining in, and this was a fantastic live. Gotta say, oh, thank you, Zoe. That means a lot to me. Thank you, honey. I'm here every Sunday, 5:30. Okay, great live. We'll be back. Please come on back. I would love to have y'all come on and participate in the conversation because we have topics, but every now and again we kind of veer off topic a little bit. Okay. But I appreciate y'all coming. All right, so sister, any final words, my love?
I always have a nice time when I'm over here. It's been
Oh,
fun. It's been real. I thank you so much for having me.
I thank you for coming. I do. Thank you so much. And I hope you have an amazing week.
Okay, sweetheart. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye. All right, y'all. We have reached the end of another Girl Talk episode. This is episode 7. I can't believe it. It's been 7 already. And number 8 is going to be amazing. What Charlie say? I'm the best. I'm the best to the ADHD conversations. They be all over the place, but I enjoy every moment of it, okay? Because I would rather be all over the place with real life topics than all over the place and hearing people being called 10 bags of bitches, you know? So, we not doing that. We not doing that. All right, y'all. As I always say, I count it not robbery that you all decided to loan me some time of your day because time is the most expensive currency and you'll never be able to get it back. All right. So this is the end of the weekend, but the beginning of a new week. I am speaking positivity. I am speaking productivity. I am speaking success and many open doors over everybody. Okay. Love on yourself. And don't forget to go love on somebody else. Because in this cruel world, we need all the loving we can get. All right. Until next time, I will see y'all somewhere in these YouTube streets. And y'all have an amazing week. Bye.